Let's continue this with Killer Mike's iteration here in his reaction to Magic Johnson.
Acquired the Atlanta Life Insurance Company. He said, I saw this interview with Killer Mike, Alonzo Herndon, who started the Atlanta Life Insurance Company because he started a barbershop. He had a barbershop that serviced all white men, but it was
Alonzo Herndon. It was an emancipated slave and started a barbershop cutting hair for the white rich people in Peachtree Street in downtown Atlanta.
all black barbers. He heard about the insurance game, life insurance game that you just learned about now. He heard about that, started selling black people life insurance. Magic Johnson recently acquired that company. And that's the unique thing about you as an Atlantan. As an Atlantan, you get to live your history. Your black history don't just happen in February. Your black history is happening every day, and your black ass has a responsibility. And part of that responsibility is to rise above the streets. You got an opportunity to rise above the streets and become somebody, because you have kids that are coming after you, that look up to you, that admire you, and they need to know that opportunity is there. Atlanta ain't been no champion city because we got no funky ass reality show programs of some been singing and dancing since 1990. This is 124 years of excellence you're looking at. Booker T. Washington, W.B. Du Bois had the Atlanta conferences here in what, 1904, 1905. Alonzo Herndon had been there since 1900. So you have a social responsibility. John Wesley Dobbs was the mayor of Black Atlanta. Before there was his grandson became the mayor of all Atlanta. We have a responsibility. We have that responsibility in Savannah. We have that responsibility in Macon. We have that responsibility in Athens, Augusta, and Columbus too. And if we don't hold true to our responsibilities, it's nobody's fault. Like Mr. John told me down the street from my barbershop on Edgewood Avenue. He said, hey, they're gonna come along and tell you that white folks bought this neighborhood up and gentrified and took it from us, and that's a goddamn lie. He said the kids thought they were better than the stores their parents owned and bought. And they sold it, and they sold it for too cheap. So I'm telling my athletes and my rappers out there, we have a responsibility. And our responsibility is to learn to do good business and become businessmen and women.
Okay, so by the way, lots of black ownership after the Emancipation Proclamation. We talk about A.G. Gaston, who owned Booker T. Washington Life Insurance Company. You talk about Dr. Joseph Walker in Memphis, owned Universal Life Insurance Corporation. You talk about the Supreme Life in Chicago. Over, I believe the number was 60 black-owned life insurance companies in America after slavery ended. After slavery ended, instead of these white-owned life insurance companies issuing life insurance policies to black families, that's what they didn't do. They redlined them out. And so instead of the black population blaming the life insurance company owned by white people, saying, well, they won't give us a life insurance policy, guess what the black community did? We just got together, so let's start our own black bank, let's start our own black life insurance company, and boom, the golden age in the history of life insurance through black CEOs who took ownership of their own community and became something of it. And sadly, during the civil rights movement, I don't know what happened. I wish I could go back in time, but in the 60s and 70s, guess what happened to black-owned life insurance companies? They started paying, going away, phased out. The last one in existence right now is Atlanta Life by Alonzo Herndon, thankfully through the investment of Magic Johnson. So there's only one black-owned CEO in America today of a black-owned life insurance company, and that's Magic. Taking ownership of the situation, ownership of the scenario, ownership of what's going on in his community. And as you know anything about Magic, he became a billionaire because of his ownership of not one, but two life insurance companies, which is Atlanta Life and Equitrust in Chicago. You got it, 51% ownership from Guggenheim. So kudos to Magic Johnson investing in the community, and that's why today we're leading the nation in multicultural agency owners and agency builders in the insurance industry as we're coaching and mentoring them, because we're revitalizing that in America today. Because where do you think multicultural diversity is going to be in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years? More multicultural or less multicultural? Listen, our community, we will be the majority in the next 20 years. We will no longer be the minority in America. We will be the majority. So you better take ownership of it now. That language got to be fed into your kids now. The ownership mentality got to be fed into your kids now. That's the generational wealth you can give them. It may not be money, but it could be generational thinking to level up the next generation, how you have ownership in things in your life, even though today you might not have ownership. If you like that clip, watch the next one over here. To watch the full-length episode, click over here.